Okay, so I want to talk about something that most people are too embarrassed to even Google. What if you've never been in a relationship? Like, not one. And you're sitting there watching everyone around you pair up, break up, get back together, and you're just not in any of it. And the worst part isn't even being alone. The worst part is that quiet voice in your head that keeps asking, "What's wrong with me?" I want to answer that today, because I think you've been lied to. Here's something nobody actually tells you. Most people who get into relationships early, they go in completely unprepared. No idea who they are, no idea what they need. They're basically doing emotional surgery on themselves while also trying to keep another person happy, and it's messy. Those early relationships leave marks on people. Bad patterns, trust issues, stuff you're still unlearning 10 years later. You haven't done that yet. That's not a weakness. That's actually an advantage if you use it right. But let me get real with you for a second. If you've never been in a relationship, there's usually a reason. And I don't mean that in a harsh way. I mean there's something going on underneath the surface that's worth looking at honestly. Maybe you've kept people at arm's length without fully realizing it. Maybe you've told yourself you're just focused on other things, but deep down you know that's not the whole story. Maybe you get close to someone and then something shifts and suddenly you don't feel it anymore and you don't know why. That's not you being broken. That's your nervous system doing exactly what it learned to do. Here's the short version of the science. The way you connect with people as an adult is basically a reflection of how safe or unsafe closeness felt when you were growing up. Not just big, dramatic trauma, even small things. A parent who was there but emotionally checked out. A home that felt unpredictable. Growing up feeling like you had to earn affection rather than just have it. Your brain took notes, and now it runs those patterns on autopilot in every relationship you try to build. So what do you actually do with that? First, stop measuring yourself against a timeline that doesn't even apply to you anymore. The whole "you should be in a relationship by now" pressure, it's outdated. More people under 30 are single right now than at any point in recent history. You are not behind. You're not failing some invisible test. That pressure is just noise. Second, get really honest about what you actually want. Not what sounds good, not what you think you're supposed to want, but what kind of person actually makes you feel calm, safe, like you can breathe. Because here's what I've noticed. A lot of people who've never been in a relationship have a very vague idea of what they're looking for. They know what they're attracted to, sure, but attraction is not the same as compatibility. Attraction fades. The feeling of being genuinely safe with someone, that compounds over time. That's the thing worth chasing. If you've never been in a relationship, you have a rare opportunity right now to figure out what you actually need before someone else's energy comes in and answers that question for you. Third thing, and I know this sounds like something you've heard before, but stay with me, you have to work on feeling okay with closeness before you're actually close to someone. Most people skip this step completely. They think they'll figure it out once they meet the right person, but that's like saying you'll learn to swim once you're already in the deep end. If your nervous system is wired to expect rejection, you will find rejection everywhere. You'll pull back when things get good. You'll push people away and not know why. You'll be attracted to people who are a little bit unavailable because uncertainty feels familiar, even when it hurts. The work isn't about becoming more attractive or funnier or more successful. The work is about teaching yourself that closeness is safe. And that happens in small ways. Building friendships that feel honest, being willing to let people see you when you're not at your best, sitting with the discomfort of someone caring about you instead of brushing it off. That sounds small. It's not. That's actually everything. Here's where I want to leave you. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're not too much or not enough or any of the other stories you've been quietly telling yourself. There's a version of you, not that far away,
who walks into a relationship not out of loneliness or pressure or fear of being left behind, but because you actually chose it, because you know what you need, because you're ready. That kind of person is rare, and that's exactly what the right person is going to recognize. Don't rush it to keep up with people who are still figuring out the basics. If this hit close to home, subscribe. I make videos like this every week. And drop a comment. Are you someone who's never been in a relationship, or are you watching this because someone you know hasn't? Either way, I want to hear it. I read every single one.